pieces of my mind are yours. I forgot the parts I'm missing. I pretend that we are okay, like nothing's ever broken.
Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Fuad, and let's make another rubber band powered styrofoam airplane. We're going to begin with the propeller. So I've got this scrap paper to make the propeller blade, just a rough design of it.
I'm here in the middle of nowhere. There is no there, it is cold there, but I am safe and I am warm. Although it's hard, I know I gotta keep up. No time to let to drift away. I fill my space, I spend my time.
So you want to take an empty aluminum can, and I've already made a separate flat piece of it because it's sort of a mess when you try to want to cut it out because lots of sharp ends and yeah. So what you want to do, you want to trace this propeller design onto your aluminum can. So I will not need the whole can, I'm just going to cut a portion of it. Now I can trace my propeller blade shape onto this. So here, we've got the basic shape. Now because this end is really pointy, I'm going to curve around. Now this is how one side of my propeller blade is gonna look like. Now you want to trace this and make a duplicate shape. My propeller blades are ready. Now I'm taking this barbecue stick. This measures 7 centimeters and it's going to stick to the blades. But this barbecue stick is too thick and I believe I can actually make it half, and that would be easier to stick the aluminum wire as well. So I'm just going to try to get my X-Acto knife run all the way halfway of the barbecue stick like this, and it's pretty nice and nicely done. After halving it, you want to measure the midpoint of the barbecue stick. Now I'm going to use my hot glue to stick an aluminum wire to the barbecue stick. So using my supplier, I'm going to make a little right angle bend. So just a rough 90-degree bend. Now I'm going to stick this aluminum piece to my barbecue stick. So using reasonable amount of glue, I'm going to stick it like this. And it's really important to let it dry before you move on to the next step. You want to glue this bead onto your propeller. So use some hot glue around the aluminum wire and pass your plastic bead through the aluminum wire and stick it to your propeller, just like this. Now this bead is going to reduce friction as the propeller spins. And make sure that it's facing upwards, very nice and straight, because it's really important to keep it straight. Otherwise your propeller is going to get a lot of vibration. Now you want to use your glue and stick your propeller blades to it. And you know that propeller blades have to be in a sort of a different manner like this. It's not going to be straight, it has to be like that. Now using some more hot glue, I'm going to make sure that the propeller blades are very well attached to the barbecue stick. Now I'm going to take another piece of a barbecue stick, and using my ruler, I'm going to measure 3 pieces of 2 centimeters each. Now I'm going to unassemble my pen, and I'm going to get this little tube. It has a really nice room inside, and I'm going to cut a little portion from it, the size of the barbecue sticks. Now I'm going to stick that piece of tube to these pieces of barbecue sticks. And make sure to have a lot of room inside, because the propeller wire has to have a lot of room to spin freely. Now I've taken this large barbecue stick, it measures 40 centimeters. Now I'm going to hot glue this part of the barbecue stick, and I'm going to stick it to the nose of the fuselage, as this is the fuselage. Now I've taken this different sized bead, and I'm going to get it through the aluminum wire of the propeller, and I'm going to pass this aluminum wire through the bearing. So now you can see that the propeller is spinning freely. Now I've cut out some pieces of barbecue sticks, and I'm going to stick all the pieces together using my glue. So you're gonna have something that looks like this. Now it's time to pass your aluminum wire through your plastic bead. And now using this little tool, I'm going to make a hook. Something that looks like this. And I've got a pair of rubber bands. There are 3 rubber bands, and I'm going to hook one of them to my propeller and the other one at the back of the fuselage. And I have 2 layers of them, so in total I have 6 rubber bands. If you want, you can take longer ones, and I think I'm satisfied with this. You can see it's perfect. Now let's make the body of the plane. So here, as you can see, that I'm done with all the labelings. This whole part is going to be the wing. These 2 pieces are going to be at the sides of the wing, acting like a bit of an angle. And this is going to be the tail, and this is going to be the rudder. Now let's go ahead and cut it out. Once you have the cutouts done, you want to use your X-Acto knife and cut it halfway, because you want to have a thinner piece. So as you can see, it's much thinner and it's much smoother. Just like this, you want to repeat on all the other pieces. So I'm done with halving all the pieces, and you can just have a little look at the measurements here. So as I was talking about these two pieces earlier, these two pieces are simply going to sit at the edges of the wing like this. So now what you want to do, you want to actually, let me zoom it in. You want to make a little diagonal cut like this. Just a little diagonal cut. Now what this is going to do is going to allow your side wing to sit easier. You can see that it has a better fitting. Just like this, you want to repeat to the other side as well. Now I'm going to use my sandpaper and have the front curve in front of the wing. So now you can see it has a really nice little curve that's going to help get some lift. So guys, with that we have the wing, the tail and the fin, as well as our fuselage and propeller assembly. Now what's left is to assemble all these together. So guys, with that we are done with the rubber band powered styrofoam airplane. Let's go ahead and test fly it.